Yeah. It's another Saturday. It's time for the Saturday edition. Tonight, the Superhero Smackdown. We explore the gayness of Lord of the Rings. 3,000-year-old skeleton suffers from a shark attack. Joe Rogan canceled Carlos Mencia. All this and more. Hey, I'm Rob Robot Shlomo. With me, as always, is Miss Mecca Random. How you doing?
Hello.
And joining us once again is fresh from the undisclosed location where he's been keeping an eye on Melman.
Not it.
Mr. Jake Bentley.
What is up, Melman? It's getting crazy here. Hibernation time is over. He is just pounding monsters and vodka like no tomorrow.
Oh man! And we are also joined by the most exciting man in comedy, the one, the only, Mr. Dave Sheehan.
Hi.
Dave, all right, Dave, you calm down, okay?
I'll see what I can do. I forgot about Melman. I'm glad he's still in the picture.
Yeah, we're salmon prices, are still relatively stable, so we can still afford to pay him.
Okay, I'm glad he's moved on to vodka from where he was.
All right. So, Jake, you want to talk about it. Let's start out this week with the Superhero Smackdown. See, this is almost a real show. I got bumpers and everything.
It is a real show.
Stop disparaging your very real show.
Okay, I have to be more dead inside. Oh, no, that's okay. Jake, you want to talk about this whole thing with Black Widow and the Bechdel test and how dumb it is? I'll open the floor to you first, okay?
So my thing is, like, I don't mind the idea of a Bechdel test. I don't mind the idea of, a formula to gauge like how women are written. I just think that the test itself is incredibly stupid and doesn't. So for those of you who may not be familiar with the Bechdel test, it was actually, I think it was proposed in a comic in the 80s. But basically it says, a woman, if a movie has a scene where two named women have a conversation about something other than a man, it passes like the whole, feminist thing. And that's stupid because I could make a movie about like two women trapped in a dungeon completely butt-ass naked who need a man to come and save them from danger after danger. But if I put in a 10-minute scene where the two of them actually address each other and have like a theological discussion about the merits of dispensationalism, it then passes this test.
I've just had a revelation, Jake.
What that movie needs to be made.
No, that means every single porn movie I've ever watched with a lesbian scene has passed the Bechdel test.
Yes.
I'm going to be outing myself here as someone who does not partake in a whole lot of porn. But are there speaking scenes?
Yes, there are.
Interesting. All right, so lesbian porn's passed the Bechdel test.
I would guarantee every one of Axel Braun's porn parodies have passed the Bechdel test, because not only do they have strong female characters, they meet diversity requirements, and the costumes look more screen accurate or more comic accurate than the movies, rather.
Well, fuck, even Mecca's watched more porn than me.
I also didn't know one could partake in porn. I thought you just watched it and did things.
It reminds me, like, I used to tell the joke about how, you know, I went to those. Remember when we used to have to leave the house to watch go get porn? Remember those days? And then, you know, the room in the back of the video store that you go back there and you walk out and do the walk of shame to the counter.
It is weird to think you used to have to check your porn out and somebody had to stand there and ring it under a register.
Right?
Yeah, somebody. God forbid you see somebody you know in there. I didn't know you watch these movies. Watch. I'm trying to see if I was in it.
Sorry, Father Callahan.
Don't worry. You're only human. You're going straight to hell, aren't you? Basket. Well, yeah. Remember those, and whatever you did, you never did what was called the Disney sandwich, which you tried to place an adult movie between two family movies.
Why wouldn't you do that?
Well, you look like a pervert.
I mean, you're
more
gonna
like a
look like a
pervert.
pervert either way.
That is true.
I think you look worse if it's a Disney movie. Like, at least have like Die Hard or something, you know.
Well, like
Then you say it's an accident. I mean, I thought this was a sequel to Die Hard.
Do you think someone was gonna like take your movies and be like, holy shit, like this guy just rented Brigham Young University number 21, and that's cool, but he threw Mulan on top of this, and that is not okay.
No, you know what you do? You have to rent movies that sound like they have titles of porn movies. So you rent like No Man's Land 16, and then you like sandwich it between Die Hard and Shaft.
Lilo and Bitch. I have to assume Jake is being upfront about not having watched much porn if he thinks that porn usually features two women in dungeons discussing dispensationalism.
Did you see actually did you see the Rick and Morty parody of like, Morty, we it has to pass the Bechdel test, Morty?
Yes. Yes, scorpions. I shall destroy them with my woman time.
Mecca, can you bring up that Black Widow article?
Yes. Screen sharing. Well, do you want the tweet first?
Yes, please.
There was a tweet that was even more insulting.
Oh, the tweet is even better, people.
Yeah, so while she's doing that, like my whole problem with the Bechdel test stems from the Return of the King does not pass the Bechdel test. And if Eowyn from Return of the King doesn't pass your test of female empowerment, you need a new test of female empowerment.
There it is. The Black Widow not only passes the Bechdel test, it forces men to squeam. I didn't know squeam was a word.
What does that mean? Like,
I don't know.
Now I'm the one who doesn't watch porn, huh?
As it puts them in their place. It's a solid comic book tentpole that excels as a Bourne movie, but falls into a third act MCU messiness. Read our review.
Written by stereotypical soy looking.
Isn't
I'm
that
curious about what the writer looks like.
Isn't that the Can You Hear Me Now guy?
Probably, yeah. He fell on hard times. I almost thought, yeah. Somebody told me that he sold his car to executive to like Montesi Volkswagen. He traded it in. I'm like, no, come on, that guy.
Well, Jake would probably know. I know he's keeping tabs on him.
Oh wait, hold on. What's going on here? Cons.
That's the new Sparks movie.
Oh, it is.
Yeah. Well, it's the one that they did like the music for. They wrote and directed it, I think. Is that Annette?
I don't know.
I think that is from the movie Annette, which I do kind of want. I'm kind of interested in because Sparks did the music for it, but I think they wrote it too.
Don't let it get me. Don't let it get me.
Go watch the Sparks Brothers, the Edgar Wright movie. Yeah, and then watch the new one that they did. It's not there. You can't find it anymore. They're the film festival circuit.
Let's go through this. Black Widow review and Johansson and Pugh share banter and badass fights, and Solid Bourne meets Marvel romp. Now, Jake, are you looking forward to this?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's a Marvel movie. I'm gonna watch it.
I mean, I'm not. I'm curious more, but I'm like, as far as I'm concerned, I've mentally checked out of Marvel after Endgame.
Mm-hmm.
I get that. I'm not going to shell out the $30 for it. I'll wait till October or whenever it is, or I'll just stream it somewhere.
somewhere. I've been saying a lot. F movies. WTF? If you know what I mean.
Why the face?
Yes, exactly. Thank you, Jake.
Bad accents abound, and no amount of fun can salvage the third act cliche of a giant burning object falling from the sky. But overall, Black Widow amounts to a satisfying addition to the Bourne Identity franchise. It's not a Bourne movie.
I read this and they kept referencing Bourne as a comparison point so much. I was kind of thinking that Matt Damon or Jeremy Renner were going to be in this facing Scarlett Johansson.
I just want to point out that I love that this guy starts off the article talking about how it's just going to put men in their place and how like it's going to revolutionize all this stuff, but then that pedantic cynic in him can't let it be completely positive, and he ends it by saying, "Oh, by the way, this thing is complete shit" in the last part of it.
Yeah. I don't want to watch it. I don't even want to watch it anymore. I just don't care.
Okay. Now pan back up to that photo. Okay, this is supposed to be the Taskmaster. That's
a woman.
Taskmaster.
Yeah, definitely.
You heard that? It's a woman. Yeah, because they keep her completely covered up so you don't see her arms, and it's a very quote unquote slight looking person underneath.
She's no bigger than Scarlett Johansson.
Not to plug a completely third party channel, but there is a YouTube channel here, Film Theory, that as soon as the first trailer came out, and like you saw Taskmaster for like half a second, he went up and he was like, "Yeah, that's a woman. That character is completely a woman." And I won't say anything more because the more that's coming out about it, I think he completely spoiled the movie like as soon as the first trailer came out. But if you're interested, it's a good one to check out.
Well, fuck it. He's doing a public service. He's saving them $30.
Right.
You know what? They're pre-disastering this movie is what it is. They're pre-disastering. They're putting this narrative out there like, oh, this is female empowerment, the Bechdel Test, blah, blah. Oh my God, I can't believe nobody went to see it. Oh, yo, you're just a bunch of misogynists and you hate women.
Pretty much.
Shadzar, was it the tits that gave her away? Pretty much. Yeah. Dave, are you going to go see this? Are you interested? I should say, are you interested in anything MCU related?
I am. I'm not to the level you guys are. I've seen many of the MCU movies, not all of them. I think Endgame was the last one, and I would consider seeing this. But you guys are a lot more invested than I am in like the canon and the history. I honestly tend to forget that. So if I watch it and it's an okay movie, I'm thinking that I know you guys, it would bother you. There's certain things about it would bother you in terms of just the storyline and things that were hands that were forced as far as casting and politics that went into making it. You'll be thinking about that as you're watching it, and that I probably wouldn't be thinking about that as much.
Yeah. This is a great headline, though. Straight white males, this movie is not for you. Why are straight white males refusing to see this movie? You told me it wasn't for me.
This isn't even fake. They literally ran the same, like both headlines on the same site for the same Charlie's Angels reboot.
Was it the same author?
I don't believe so. That would have been even more funny.
That would have been even more funny.
It's like the same damn thing.
Jake, did you watch Falcon and the Winter Soldier?
I did.
Now, how was it overall? What were your impressions?
I thought it was pretty solid. I mean, it wasn't perfect by any means, but if I'm gonna give it a score on a scale of 1 to 10, I'll give it a solid 6.5 or 7.
Okay, but I just want to know about the whole thing with the flag smasher. That what Erin Kellyman or whatever her name is. You know, I didn't buy her as a hardened space pirate phrasing. In Solo. Solo was a pretty bad movie though.
Yeah, I didn't bother watching Solo, so I think that kind of helped me in that.
But she pretty much, she takes off the mask, and this big badass space pirate is this little 16-year-old girl, and I just said, you know what? Fuck you! There's no way a group of hardened space pirates are going to follow a 16-year-old girl. And as soon as she took off the mask, they said, "Really? I'm out."
So I mean, I can't really speak to Solo. I probably wouldn't disagree with you there. In regards to Captain and the Winter Soldier, I didn't mind it as much because if you were to take your, stereotypical like, oh, the U.S. is evil, we need to get rid of border, like the people who would think along those lines, in real life, I would absolutely 100% see following a 16-year-old girl.
Oh yeah, because they're too naive to know any better. But the other thing too is it's not that I don't buy them following a 16-year-old girl. I don't buy them following that 16-year-old girl. She's just not menacing.
She's not diverse enough for their taste.
She's got the red hair and the freckles, and she's like what? Yeah, they're following Richie Cunningham.
Hey.
Oh God. Yes, Morbid Fury, Idiocracy has become a reality.
No argument there.
Yeah. I wish I could disagree with you and fight you on that, but I cannot.
Even if I did, I wouldn't argue with a guy named Fury or a woman. Sorry to genderist him.
Yeah, he's Australian too. So.
Ooh.
Oh my.
Yeah. Did I zone out when we talked about the Bechdel Test or Bechdel Test being made up, being fake?
It was originally conceived as satire, though. That's the thing.
Wasn't even a real thing, right?
No.
I mean, I think there is criteria and things you can measure. Like, does your female protagonist, is she allowed to have flaws? Is she allowed to fail? Like, is she allowed to be cultivated and shaped like a male character would be, or does she have to be like this shallow 2D beacon of perfection at all times? Like, I think that's the test that we really should employ.
It's not the Bechdel test, it's the Raylo test. I think we should call it the Ray test, the Raydell test, well, whatever it is, Rayovac test. Now I want money from Rayovac batteries.
The copper top. That's a different battery. Sorry.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean that's ultimately is the big problem here. Are they writing female protagonists with no flaws that are just do everything out of the box phrasing, and they can just walk all over everything? Because I keep saying this, and actually Pablo Hidalgo, he
the
was
horse Viggo Mortensen rode around in that movie.
No, I wish it would been lots. He's a lot. The horse is probably a lot smarter than the actual guy. But he's on Twitter. He's one of the Lucasfilm Story Group guys, and he's still to this day trying to justify why Rey can fly an X-wing and fly the Millennium Falcon better than Han Solo with no prior training. I'm like, dude, you're just rewriting the movie for the director, which means it's a shit movie. Okay.
Right.
Oh Lord, don't make me go full Sam Kinison. You don't want to see me when he wouldn't like me when I'm full Sam Kinison.
Maybe we do. Maybe we need some full Sam Kinison.
We do, but we're also only 20 minutes in, so don't burn yourself out too early.
All right, what do we want to talk about? Have we had enough of this topic?
Enough. We don't need to drag it out for an hour.
Yeah, I'm good with it.
All right, we've surveyed, but I surveyed our studio audience beforehand, and I got their opinion. What are their opinions on Black Widow? So, Oh no, guys, come on! And I said Black Widow. Okay, our audience spoke. Okay, all right, yeah, Ray. That's Ray. I bypassed the hero's journey. That was Mecca's line. She came up with that. So, all right, let's talk about how gay Lord of the Rings is.
Yeah.
Totally gay. It's so gay.
Oh my God! Oh my!
I'm gonna need convincing on this.
Hold on a second. Wait a second. Hold on. Wait. Hold on. Wait. Stretch.
Oh no! What do you get? You're getting props. Is it the giant kazoo?
It is. I need a prop here.
He would have a giant kazoo. I'm guessing maracas too for some reason.
Now, okay. I read all 1,400 pages of this. Show me once where it says Sam's getting busy with Frodo. Okay, show me. It's not in here. It's not.
Frodo.
If you have a problem with it, you're just homophobic.
Wait, both of you were talking about.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
A bunch of dudes were returning a piece of jewelry. Yeah, that's true.
Oh, all right, Cleric turned me. It's
okay. You know what? Then you know what? Then Terry Bradshaw is the gayest man alive. He's got 4 Super Bowl rings. So
yeah, but he was just a passenger for those.
So apparently now it's not enough that Amazon is making a bad Lord of the Rings. Now they're pre-disastering this so that when it fails, they can say, you're just an ist and a phobe. You don't like certain people, and certain people do behind closed doors. I
don't need to know what goes on in your bedroom.
Thank you, Roger.
So are they gonna have to rename them now, like the Two Plowers?
Dave said it. I didn't. Megan, can you bring that article up? It's one of those.
Which article? Do I have the Lord of the Rings?
Yeah, it's the Guardian one.
Yeah, that one.
That's one of them.
Oh, for fuck's sake! I'm just mad at the. Like, okay, who are you trying to impress? I mean, if you're trying to get people who hated the Lord of the Rings in the first place by saying, "Oh, it's queer now," or it always was, like, I don't care. I'm not impressed by it.
Okay, a horny golem with raging heart. That doesn't honestly sound too different from what Gollum was. It was just this obsessive creature who just really, really wanted something. Sadly, yeah, they're going to say it's not that big a... Okay, Hammerschlag weighs in here.
I think I disagree with that comment about token hating allegory because it's a very allegorical series in general. Like,
if they want to win new fans who didn't like it in the first place, just make it about onion rings, Lord of the Onion Rings.
Lord of the Onion Rings.
Or make it slightly less than 1,400 pages.
Frodo, you must cast the impossible whopper back into the fiery grill from whence it can.
Well, Gandalf, it's full of flame boiled goodness.
That's
but
grilled
it's made of bugs.
You shall not pass inspection.
Would you like a Hershey's pie?
Jake, you did the greatest. Like we did remember when we did that RMP about Batman versus Superman.
Yes,
and we were saying about somebody's already doing fan fiction about Lord of the Rings and DC Comics crossing over. Superman, you have become a conjurer of cheap tricks. You shall not pass. You think Batman knows about second breakfast, 11's afternoon tea?
Frodo,
That's more interesting than this. Imagine a DC Lord of the Rings crossover.
No, it's our onion rings. Don't take them, master. So I can do Lord of the Rings shit all day.
Oh God, this is too funny. You don't get this on the main channel. Oh, good Lord.
What main channel? Oh, you still did they no. You're not spilling the beans yet. Yes.
Not just yet.
I want a movie now where it's just like the Fellowship of the Ring is just like a crew at a Burger King now.
Well, like I keep saying, what's more scary, the bomb that goes off under the table or the bomb that's supposed to go off but doesn't? Ding.
I sure hope that we won't ruin their Star Trek Las Vegas trip.
All right, back to that. Yes, Shadzar. It's very funny. Jake's a very funny man.
But I think we know what our next sketch is.
What?
Lord of the Onion Rings.
Yeah. I still wanted to do that sketch of Jack Bauer trapped in a convenience store.
I think I remember you talking about that one. Yeah.
Yeah, but there's no store 24s around. Yeah.
24 hours.
20. Yeah. Well, it used to be store 24, but now it's just like, I don't know. I don't know how I title it. Chloe, this is Jack. They're out of coffee. I need help. All right, Jack. Go past the ring dings. Get yourself a burrito. Pop it in the microwave for 2 minutes.
And don't forget the Jack links.
What happened to Hops just being little stoners? I know. They talk about weed more than they talk about anything queer. The finest weed this side of Hobbiton.
Ah, yes. Turns out it was a cock ring the entire time.
Somebody did make that reference in the comments.
All right. They had kudos to that person. They thought of it.
Well, the actor was.
Boy, really?
So what's the evidence they propose that Lord of the Rings is gay?
That well, in the book, this is Sam. Like I said, when like I said, they have to hold when Sam and Frodo have to hold hands going through the dead marshes. Yeah, but they're doing that because so that they don't go off the path and the ghosts don't drag them into the water and kill them.
Wait, like, isn't that a little homophobic just to be like holding hands with a dude's fucking gay? Like that's shit that like I would expect from like dudes I went to high school with, not like actual allies of like LGBTQ. I don't know the rest.
Yeah. And the Boromir and Aragorn, like that scene where Boromir dies and he's got 3 arrows sticking out of his chest. And Boromir and Aragorn gives him a kiss on the forehead. I'm like, that's what they did in Arthurian times. I'm like, that's
Oh, 2 dudes get along and like have formed a bond. That must mean they're fucking. I'm sorry, I missed the scenes where Sam was giving Frodo dry hand jobs in Mordor.
Well, it is a 17-hour movie. It's easy to miss stuff.
I guess the director's cut had to cut something out.
Oh, we're talking about the director's cut, are we? Ooh, I got here just in time. Hello, everyone. George Takei here. Ooh, I don't think Lord of the Rings is gay at all. As you know, I was very upset when they tried to make Sulu gay because I always thought Sulu was a more deeper and complex character than that. Ooh. And I've silenced the crowd, I can see. It's my animal magnetism. Oh, my.
All right, so I started paying attention to the comments now, and shout out to Shadzar because that's a great line. So Aragorn and Gimli were gay because they held hands when Aragorn tossed the dwarf.
yeah. That's the kind of stuff they're actually pointing to. And that when Sam found Frodo and Shalob's the queen spider's nest. Oh, he was half naked. He was covered naked and covered in silk. I'm like, yeah, because
covered in white sticky substances. Yeah, Sam didn't make those. Guy who didn't read the book.
Oh boy,
I didn't know as much about it, but I didn't know there was dwarf tossing. I was at a bachelor party once where that was going on.
Nobody tosses a dwarf.
Is that like tossing a cookie?
Maybe.
It probably makes more noise.
See, the problem I have with a lot of this stuff is like, yeah, they're changing it to pander to a certain demographic is only going to piss off their existing fan base. I'm not going to be any more excited to watch these, for any reason other than if they like change the entire cast out with lemurs or something. Then I'd probably watch it. But I don't want to see a series.
Only if Morgan Freeman narrates.
I don't know. I can just take a picture of a lemur in the corner and be happy, I think, at this point. But no, they're just pandering. They're gonna piss off their entire fan base. And like you said at the beginning of the hour or the beginning of the segment, Rob, they're using all this stuff. They set these things up to critic-proof them when they fail. So they can say, oh, look how gay it is. Look how gay it is. And then when people say it's not gay, they say, you're homophobic. See, look at all these homophobic, sexist, racist fans who said that they didn't like this and they didn't even give this show a chance. and we've seen it time and time again. Every time they bring back one of these properties because they cannot and will not take chances on new things. Nothing can stand on its own. Everything has to be a copy and a reboot and reimagining and retread of something that came before.
Let me ask Jake and Dave, actually, because I don't think I've talked to you about this. First, Jake, what do you think of the plan for the Black Superman movie by J.J. Abrams?
That's something I haven't even bothered looking into. I've seen the headlines on it, and I roll my eyes and go forward. Like I'm at the point where I'm like, I'm not gonna fucking watch it. I don't give a shit.
I think that's a lot of people's attitude. Dave, what about you?
I didn't even watch the one with Henry Cavill. Again, I'm not for any particular reason other than it was just like, didn't we just have a Superman movie within the last 10 years? And that would be my reaction now, regardless of something other than just the creative story they're trying to tell. Driving it. Like, again, I don't even think it's been 10 years since a Superman movie. Like, is another one needed? I don't think so. So I wouldn't be motivated mainly for that. But yeah, like Mecca was saying earlier, somebody could easily take that and take that to mean I'm against what this movie is supposed to represent. But no.
Yeah. I'm not interested in another Superman movie.
I mean, I'm just, I don't know. I'm all for, I've said it before, I'm all for diversity. I love it when it's done right. But it's just like, oh, we need more representation, but I don't want to have to be bothered with doing creative work. So let's just swap the race of an existing character. Like, no, fuck you. Like, actually work.
Yeah, because then there'll be the inevitable comparison to the trendy version versus the most recent one versus the original versus this one that was sort of canon but not really, as opposed to a brand new, very interesting character, never existed before, but happens to be this identify in a certain way, and it's a well-written character and a well-written story. Then you can't compare it really to anything. Okay, if it's a superhero movie, then yeah, there's the general comparison to all superhero movies. But if you just write a good new character in a well-written story, you've got a good movie. Mm-hmm. But unfortunately,
you don't want to do that.
I mean, there are times, where it can make some sense. Like we actually forgot to talk about Loki last week, but like in this, last one we had the bumper where there was all the other Lokis, and there was the Black Loki, and like that doesn't bother me as much because Loki is a shapeshifter. Loki is not an Asgardian. He's a frost giant. He can manipulate how he looks, So for, Black Loki, Kid Loki, Alligator Loki, and, Old Man Loki to save the Lokiest Loki, like that works because the character, has an ingrained mechanism for that to exist, but like Superman doesn't.
Aren't those the members of Greta Van Fleet?
Yeah. Yes, they are.
Well, they just do this stuff for controversy anyway because they're so bankrupt of ideas. I compare it anymore, especially when they make an existing established character, especially something like a Superman that everybody's kind of tired of. I'm tired of Superman. I don't want to see anymore at all. And they take that and they say, oh, well, how do we drag and squeeze the last little bit of life out of this? Oh, let's make it black now. Let's make this character a black person now, or a woman, or whatever. And it's kind of like cinematic blackface. It's basically the equivalent of saying, oh, well, now that we've cut all the good parts of the meat off, here's the chitlins for you. You can have the scraps. So I find it to be more racist.
Now I want there to be a superhero, chitlins.
Yes. Yes, just rename the new J.J. Abrams movie. Just Chitlin's the man or something.
And I want him to be Asian.
He has to be. Yes. What font will the poster be in?
Comic Sans.
Because fonts are also racist. You can't use like a chopstick font. You're called chopsticks for any sort of Asian character now.
I nominate Wingdings. It's a lot harder to offend people that way.
You'd be surprised.
I would.
In this world where everybody's offended by everything, I'm just tired of them. It's like, okay, how about we just say no to movies for now? Until like J.J. Abrams and all of you guys can just, until you can come back and give us something new, you guys just need to go to your rooms. We don't want any more. No more characters. Like, just stop. Like, I don't even want to see the Black Widow movie. And she's an original character that they've got the original actress coming back for. I'm like, you're done. We're tired of it.
Well, we don't have any Trek news, but I just want to play our Trek bumpers.
Was there a Kurtzman thing last week?
Yeah, but but I just want because it's just funny. I just want to play. That's really the reason why I want to play this. We had to give that character. We had to give that character a name. That character has no name. He just wheels around into the scene for no fucking reason, in a ship that is not designed. Apparently, in the 23rd century or 22nd century, the Americans with Disability Act is no longer a thing. There's no way for that fucking character to even get on the transporter pad if you need to in an emergency. Like, there's no ramp. There's no way for him to get on. Like, great. The Romulans attack. You're condemning this poor guy to death. Thanks a lot.
To Shadzar's comment, that would put the super in Superman.
Yeah, that's right. 16-bit mascot. No Trek news is good news.
There was something with Kurtzman. I did a video on it. I just can't remember. I was going to upload it today too. I don't remember it.
Yeah, what did he do? What did Alex Kurtzman's a moron?
You edited it for me, and you don't remember.
Yeah, that's how little I care about Star Trek this week.
Right? I'm like, I didn't even want to upload it.
So Jake, has Loki gotten any better?
I mean, I've liked it the entire time. The episode we didn't talk about last week, where it was the Loki and Loki adventure, I wasn't so keen on. I don't think Loki and Sylvie had the same chemistry that Mobius and Loki did. But yeah, no, I'm a fan of it. I like where the show's going. I'm entertained by it.
Dave, have you been watching Loki?
I haven't. What season are they on?
That was this first season.
First one. Okay.
You're only doing like 6
Probably
episodes.
only one.
Yeah.
Just going to be a miniseries?
Yeah, probably limited.
Yeah. I did see some trailers for it. I haven't gotten to see it.
Let's see.
Yeah, we watched one episode and we said this is really, really boring. Loki doesn't do anything and it's not very fun. And I'm like, I'm out.
The
If
one
he's not
lingering,
really fun. I mean, he's Loki. He's the fucking prankster god.
the one lingering question I had was how much brown can they cram into one shot?
What do you
All
mean?
of it.
Yeah,
The set's very beige, but I think that's
No.
I think that's an artistic choice to kind of foreshadow a little bit.
that and every person in a position of authority is a woman of color. I'm like, this is getting a little heavy,
Yeah.
guys.
No, that is true. I didn't notice that.
The whole
Yeah,
thing with
you're right. You're right. I think.
the whole thing with the Infinity Stones, like, oh yeah, we got to draw full of them. Most powerful, and the guy who wrote the guy made a whole draw full of Infinity Stones. Oh yeah, here they're useless.
Oh yeah, we got these at a yard sale the other day.
They're literally wearing them as costume jewelry. And the guy who wrote who was the head writer said, yeah, we wanted to convey to everyone that everything you've seen in the MCU is bullshit. Well, okay, thanks a lot, you fucking asshole. You know what? I'm not watching your show.
Yes, I still don't take it that way. I still take it as like this is a pocket dimension outside the actual one, and the powers that the Infinity Stones draw on just don't exist in have you heard some of like the theories on this that make a lot of sense, that like this actually takes place in the quantum realm?
No, I haven't heard the theories, and like I said, I just checked out after the first episode. I'm like that. I wanted to. I described the first episode of Loki, and I described many things like this as like trying to drive a nail through your skull very slowly with a very small hammer. You didn't even have they didn't even have the courtesy to take a large hammer and just do it all at once, wham, and just it's just like I said, they're just like very slowly torturing you, just like that, blah, 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 blah. It was, oh god, it was the least for a series and a film franchise conceived around people doing heroic things and extraordinary things. They sure seemed obsessed with sitting around tables and talking.
Very true.
I feel the Kinnison rising.
Let it out. Let it all out, Rob.
Rabid, no, you are not wrong for you. Yeah, you're kind of like it. Okay, no, you're not wrong. You can like whatever you want. We're not here to tell you what you can and can't like.
I'm with you, Rabid. I'm with you. You and I are on the same team here.
Yeah.
It feels like they're just spoon feeding information too slowly on these shows.
That's
For me.
definitely true.
For me anyway, but I'm the type of person where I'm like so checked out of entertainment anymore. I'm like, just show me the tricks and let me hear the behind the scenes drama. I'm the person watching The Magician trying to figure out how they're doing the trick on stage instead of watching the show anyway. So I don't know, it's too slow for me.
I like the rebus puzzle Sounder just put up.
Oh god. But like I said, look, the way they're doing it is I keep saying now all they seem to be doing is, we're going to subvert your expectations, which to me is just bait and switch. Yeah. That's all that means, bait and switch. They're leading you to think that they're going to go down this path and there's going to be this big reveal. Oh my God, look at that. You never saw that coming. I'm like, no, you're bait and switching us.
Which, like, twist endings are great when like you get hit with an ending and then you can go back and rewatch it and see all of the clues and like you can see the path, but you were just distracted from it the entire time because of your own, suppositions and your own like thing that you were focused on. Like that's great when you can pull that off, but that's not the same thing as subverting expectations. It's taking you on a path to A and then just swerving to B for no fucking reason.
Dave, did you see WandaVision?
No. That was one of those that everybody was talking about for a long time. Just like, why do people keep talking about this? And then I just wasn't hearing about it anymore.
Well, you're not hearing about it anymore because it completely shit the bed when it ended.
I still liked it.
Well,
I'll have to get you my Disney Plus login, Dave. I mean, I do not share logins, Disney. What stuff?
No, Dave, you'll have to go over to Jake's house and watch it. Mm-hmm.
Well, stuff is more interesting when I watch it there.
That's
for various reasons.
You guys don't even have weed legal. Like, at least it's legal where
yes, we do.
As of
Yes,
we do now.
July 1st.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
not gonna
Well,
be
then,
sold.
looks like I'm moving out with you then. Screw the house in Vegas that's, half the price.
Yeah, it's not going to be sold until next year, though. And,
What?
I'm not going to set up the
weed.
space.
Oh,
Yeah.
boo. Fine, party at Mecca's.
But anyway, the whole thing I said about they set this whole thing of, oh yeah, we have a Luke Skywalker level cameo, and it's freaking Ralph Boner. The guy's name is literally Ralph Boner.
Yeah, that sucked.
That was bad. Yeah. Oh, and it's just like I said, the whole listen, stop trying to subvert my expectations. I want to see Luke Skywalker blow up the Death Star. I want to see Robert Redford at the end of Natural hit a home run to win the game. Okay. I want to see Rocky knock out Ivan Drago against all odds. Okay. There's certain things you want to see, and just say, oh yeah, we're going to subvert your expectations and we're going to do nothing. It doesn't do it. It doesn't help.
Apologies to our listeners for all those spoiler alerts Rob just dropped.
Oh Lord. Okay, so what else? What else we got to talk about?
Sexy caveman.
What's that?
Sexy caveman.
Sexy caveman? Oh yeah, let's talk about sexy. Do we want to talk about sexy caveman?
I think we beat that to death last week.
Well, we
They
finally
loved it though. I think we need an emoji of him.
Yeah, we finally know what killed the 3,000-year-old man. It was a shark attack.
Spoilers. We just jump right into
Apparently, we're all about that tonight.
Well, it's been 3,000 years. I don't think there's anything left to spoil.
No, you're supposed to set it up like they found the oldest shark bite victim ever. You will not believe how old he is.
But we subverted expectations. He wasn't in the ocean. He was in a Taco Bell.
bring that story up. Hold on. Did I bring it up?
I don't know. Where is it? You got to find it for me.
Hold on. No, this
Here
is
it is.
Yeah, the weird. This is the kind of stuff we like doing. Weird news, weird, unusual news.
This is the first story I found
Yeah.
this week.
3,000-year-old skeleton. It was the world's oldest shark attack victim. Scientists have solved the mystery of a prehistoric man's grisly death after methodically studying his multiple violent injuries. They say a shark is to blame. And they reconstructed the attack in stunning detail. Why? Scientists don't have better things to do?
They should make a movie about this.
Holy shit! At this rate, by the year 6000, we'll know who killed John Benet Ramsey.
It was probably the same shark.
Right.
He most likely lost his right leg and left hand in the attack, and his wounds would have been fatal as they totaled at least 790 tooth marks. No, his wounds would have been fatal because it was 3,000 years ago.
Yeah, let's be honest. He's not like if the shark hadn't bitten him, he wouldn't be walking around today.
Well, maybe the shark was walking around. Maybe they had legs back then.
Land shark. What was it? Telegram. I don't want a telegram. Land shark. Did you ever see, Jake? Did you ever see the Seth MacFarlane bit, the animated bit, the Fat Jesus?
No.
He's an old man. He goes, "What happened to you, you poor old man? I was building a house for my family, and I fell off the ladder and broke my leg. Oh, if there was something only somebody could do, the Messiah." Jesus is all fat. "Oh, I'll tell you what, man. Won't you please help this man? Oh, I'm going to help you. Give you some advice. Don't eat a bucket of chicken wings and then wash it down with a couple light beers. Oh man, let me tell you.
I'll have to look that up.
So okay, continuing on. Let's find out more. Although numerous blood vessels and organs would have been impacted, it's likely at least his lower limb arteries would have been severed early in the attack. Okay, yeah, that'll do it. This resulted in relatively quick death from hypovolemic shock. The research team calls the unfortunate man the world's oldest shark victim on record. The assault predates. What are you about to say, Dave?
No, I'm just marveling at this story.
Right.
Yeah. The assault predates 5th century Greek writings and 8th century BC illustrations of shark attacks, as well as known archaeological cases. Radiocarbon dating places the man between 1370 BC and 1010 BC. 1010 wins, News Radio. BC, during the fisher hunter-gathering Jomon era in prehistoric Japan.
Fortunately, the bites did not interrupt the guy's Japanese letters tattoo.
Time when shark hunting likely occurred is estimated to have stood just over 5 feet, 1.5 meters tall. Oh, somebody that I'm taller than. Wow.
Well, if it's in Japan, I mean,
Oh.
you're taller than everybody over there.
J. Alyssa White and Professor Rick Schulting of Oxford first encountered the shark victim as part of a larger project investigating final trauma in the skeletal remains of hunter-gatherers of the Japanese archipelago. At Kyoto University, the pair came upon a skeleton dubbed number 24. Oh, come on, you can't give him a name. Come on.
I'm going to call him Hoppy.
Remember David Tell? He goes, he goes, I love a one-legged man. That is a good look. So, man,
I'm not convinced that's not just really bad diabetes.
Too many Mary Jane candies.
We're still vulnerable in the same types in the same ways as Tsukumo individual number 24 was in the water, and we still pay respects to our loved ones by burying them properly. White says that is what stands out to me about all archaeology. We are all part of the human story, which is accompanying sorrows and joys.
I never understood why we bury people. That's kind of a weird, like the first person died, and do you think someone was like, fuck it, just put them in the ground, they'll grow back?
I agree with you on that. It is a weird practice, just given our knowledge of the matter, and that it gets repurposed over time. That's just how the world works. But yeah, putting remains in a box, and there's millions of such cases around.
Certain, according to certain religions, when the judgment day comes, the dead are supposed to rise. So that's probably part of it.
Oh, so all thousands of years of evolution, all prepping for when we're all zombies.
Yes, probably yes, most likely.
Yeah, that's about right.
I think they probably knew we knew more about compost back then, where they kind of figured, well, the worms will come and eat it, and they probably saw how it was with animals. So I hate to say it, but they probably knew something back then.
I tell my wife all the time, when I go, don't waste all the money on a fucking coffin and burial. Just find a dumpster and light me on fire.
No, we're gonna find, Jake, when you go, we're gonna find the best taxidermist that money can buy.
Yes.
It's actually illegal to taxidermy people.
It's what?
What's that?
It's illegal to taxidermy people.
I figured it might be. We'll find a way to get Jake done.
Well, it looks like I'm getting into politics.
No, Jake, we just have to go to a country where it's not illegal.
Just run on a platform of making taxidermy legal.
Okay. Well, anyway, the researchers were able to chart such immediate detail owes to the man's body being found in such excellent condition last century. Soon after the ancient attack, most of Tsukumo 24's bodies was recovered and buried in the shell mound according to funerary practices characteristic to Jomon culture. Since the man was recovered so quickly, the researchers posit he may have been attacked while fishing with companions based on tooth marks. They believe the shark to have been either a tiger or a white shark. Remains of both species have been found in the area. The shark attack presented here is just one of the part of the larger lived experience of the Yomon people, White says. Today, human shark attack fatalities average around 10 per year. Yet humans estimated to kill 100 million sharks annually. Well, remember, what was that, the zombie aquarium movie we saw?
Yes.
Zombies?
I can't remember the name of it, but yeah, we watched some stupid zombie aquarium movie with a zombie shark.
I think the word stupid was redundant in that sentence, but okay.
Oh, man, it was so bad. It was so bad.
I can't remember it though. It was something where they had nobody could act. It was awful. They had like starfish attack people, and they had to squish them. Stop! It was so stupid.
Well, yeah, that's the kind of actors you get in those movies, and it almost kind of just helps the nonsense of it. It would be weird to have a movie like that where it was just entirely bad actors, and then Helen Mirren was also in it.
Yeah.
If you're in one of those
movies,
movies,
it had Vivica A. Fox in it. That's who was in it.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, it's unfortunate that her career has gone that way, but whatever.
I mean, isn't that pretty much like every Christopher Walken movie, though? It's like Christopher Walken and then people you've never heard of.
Yeah. It was an asylum movie, so.
Hey, I loved Balls of Fury, okay?
That was a fun movie.
Ping pong, or as the Chinese call it, ping pong.
every time ping pong comes up, I think about that bit you did. You're ping pong the last Mayan riding the wave of destruction.
Wait, what was that?
It was with what was the improv group.
My memory is so terrible now. It's all that legal weed.
I'm ping pong. I'm the last Mayan. I'm riding. I'm surfing the wave of destruction. Well, Balls of Fury is just a remake of Enter the Dragon, though. A really bad remake at that, though. Oh Lord. Okay, what else do we want to talk about?
You have the stories queued up. What was our next one?
You mentioned the He-Man trailer.
Oh yeah. Do we want to watch the He-Man trailer?
Yeah.
Okay, let's pull that one up. Let's pull it up, okay. Kevin Smith is crying again about something.
Oh goody.
That was He-Man again. Where is the He-Man trailer?
Yeah. He doesn't actually. Now we've been saying that this is going to be a bait and switch. And here was one day ago. Here we go. Okay, let me mute this here so we can. We'll react to this.
Feature it?
Yeah, please. Here, let me get. I'm just getting the link. I'm pulling up the link here. Here, private chat. Here we go.
That's the shark one again.
There you go. There's the He-Man trailer. I was too old for He-Man. You know, it's just like, who cares? But a lot of people seem to be going gaga over this. So let's rip it a new one.
If you put up an article that says like He-Man was gay, I could buy it.
He-Man is kind of.
I think he might have been a little gay.
A little.
I think so. I think he's a little gay. So this is one of my newer ones. I think he's a little gay.
Oh shit! Did I just removed him?
You remember?
I hit the wrong button.
You hit the wrong button. All right, if you're trying to put me full screen. Yeah, I think he's a little gay.
Yeah,
that's
a little bit.
A gay character, I think.
You know what though? No, because like a gay man would never pair a red vest and purple pants.
What about?
I don't know. I mean, he is wearing his underwear on the outside of those purple pants, though.
Is that a fleshlight he's holding?
Yes.
Okay.
Probably.
It's 50-50.
What's the other 50? Sword?
No. On if he's gay or not.
Oh.
Yeah, no, that's definitely a fleshlight. That was not up for debate.
I just put like every time I see these, I just play a game of got it, need it, got it, because I've been collecting all the figures lately.
Yeah, with that hair, yeah, you're right, Captain April. With that haircut and a giant pet cat, little Rocky. He's like, yeah. Which one is Adam? Siegfried or Roy? I don't know.
I bet he's also got a drawer full of Infinity Stones.
Trailer for Star Wars Visions is up. Just what Star Wars Visions? I don't care.
What's Star Wars Visions?
What's Star Wars Visions?
I don't even know what the hell that is.
Is it a channel I don't get?
Let me
Probably.
I don't know.
All right. Well, He-Man first, then we'll look at Star Wars Visions.
And then we'll call it a night. Yeah.
Hmm.
Okay. Special look at Star Wars Visions 37 minutes ago.
What the fuck is Star Wars Visions?
I don't know. I have no clue. This is the first.
Hey, guy in the comments. Guy in the comments. Explain yourself.
You can't just drop that bomb and walk away.
Okay. All right. Hold on. Maybe we should do that instead. See how bad Star Wars still is.
It's a fucking anime.
Oh.
Do we have to talk about it?
I think we did.
Actually, I just saw like a screenshot here. I might watch it.
It's the account tweeted the following. Okay. I don't think that's it. Video? 38 minutes ago. Oh, it's anime.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's like actual anime. Do we hear about this?
That's right. It's anime. What are you going to make of it? Because I'm Kathy Kennedy. When I say goes.
I'm going to go play a fucking video game instead, Kathy.
Oh, you better be playing a Star Wars video game.
No, you destroyed it. I'm back to House Flipper. Don't you know anything?
And that idiot Shlomo's playing that stupid truck driving game.
Yeah.
How dare he?
All right, let's look at it. Do we want it full? Yeah, full volume. You ready?
No, but it's never stopped me before. Okay. All right. Oh, God.
Anime.
Oh, God. This
is going to be an exciting anime anthology series.
What the hell is this?
Plus in September.
And he pronounces it anime. It's
James
anime
Bond.
and manga. Thank you very much. Fuck off.
Who are these writers? I don't know. They found them at a Starbucks somewhere. Like
Who are these writers?
All right, keep going.
Japanese animation inspired a lot of the people at Lucasfilm over the years. We
Oh, yeah,
the idea of seeing Star Wars expressed in that way.
Okay. All right, but you know what? You know what they actually know how to do in Japan that you don't? Write a good story.
Is that Slimer?
Yes.
To them, it probably is. We're gonna put Slimer in it. Nobody's gonna. We're gonna subvert expectations.
Let's get Gargamel in there too.
Star Wars expressed in that way.
Oh God, Colorado.
That we approached, we found.
How many freaking production companies?
Who the fuck are you?
She's Kathy's wine buddy.
Like I was gonna say, she looks like she should be like telling me how to make a fucking pie.
Obviously,
No, really.
Jacque Lopez.
That is the correct pronunciation, I'm sure.
She can't even spell the name Jackie right.
I am like so from the streets.
Crazy.
I'm Jackie.
She can't spell her own name right, but she's gonna get Star Wars right. Got it.
wanted to tell.
You spell my name with an ampersand.
スター・ウォーズの企画って言ったらもうあれなんかこのような夢のようなことができるのかなっていうふうには
You tell her, sister.
来たなと。もう待ってました。その時の
Okay.
None of that looks anything like Star Wars though.
Let's fighting love.
You know, it's funny because so I just had my appendix taken out, and they glue all of your wound shuts, like your wounds shut now, and laughing hurts like a bitch. And I was pretty much like bedridden for the few days afterwards, and I couldn't watch comedies because laughing would not be good. So I actually did get really into animes. just because like I like fighting shit. There's not a whole lot of martial arts movies. We talked about that last week. So I kind of hopped on the anime train, and I was so delighted to find how common that Let's Fighting Love parody thing, like how often there's just random English words in these theme songs that do not belong together or make any sense.
Oh yeah.
There's an anime. Part of the Robotech series is called Genesis Climber Mospita, and the original theme song is just all in Japanese. Some of that moonlight, and then all of a sudden, do you remember that old lullaby? I'm like, wait, you're just speaking English right in the middle of it? What the fuck's wrong?
Yeah, it's just the string of Japanese and like justice for squirrels.
Hey, Stig Kenobi's in the house. Hey, what's going on, Stig? He's a good guy. We gotta have him on.
Anime themes. Sims Existence is like the best anime theme ever.
Yeah,
it's from Shinki no Bahamut, I think.
Do you remember the episode of Community where it was like where it was Shirley and Jeff, and they were doing the anime thing where they were just screaming at each other?
I never watched Community.
I think I've seen every episode of that series, but some I've only seen once.
Yeah, that's
like shortly after they came out. So there's some I may not have seen in a while.
Big Cheddar.
Okay.
All right, keep going.
の内容がこれスターウォーズやっていいのかっていうなんか面白い。
Oh, good. Sasquatch is in it too.
Can you really do that with Star Wars? No, you shouldn't be doing. Just because you can doesn't mean you should.
Okay.
More people need to understand that.
We were looking for something from the heart and soul of the individual creators. They are their visions.
So are they having actual Japanese people do this?
Yeah.
Looks like
Okay, so there's a chance it actually might be good.
Well, yeah, but it won't be Star Wars, probably.
No, it won't be Star Wars, but there's a chance
I mean, it could still be Star Wars. I mean, we'll have to see it to find out for sure, I think. But I'm kind of into this.
There are so many genres at play: big and bold, romantic and sweeping, funny, comedic.
で、この作品独自の
rock opera style film.
はロックオペラ。
Oh, that means Tom Cruise is going to have a role in it.
They're doing a rock opera with Star
Dave,
Wers, a rock opera Star Wars anime.
Okay, maybe it won't be Star Wars.
Dave, did you ever tell you that they were going to make a rock opera out of the Silver Surfer? And back in like the late 70s?
I think my mind blocked out that you did, but I think you did.
And they wanted Paul McCartney to write the soundtrack.
Well, that's the only way it might have been decent or worth pursuing.
Oh my god.
All
so
right.
basically,
Continue on. I want to. There's plenty more to mock here. Actually, that looks like a nice shot right there.
ことをしっかり描けたらな。
Was that supposed to be Luke Skywalker? Was that?
I think it's one of the guys from One Direction.
yes, that's BTS. Thank you very much. No. This just looks like a regular generic anime chick or guy. I can't tell. I mean, I guess it's a guy because it doesn't have boobs. If it's a chick, she'd have boobs, touching the other character. So it's so big.
Should have had the Beach Boys and Silver Surfer soundtrack. Yeah.
子供の夢が詰まったガジェットだと思うんですよね。で、それをさらに今回僕はもうちょっと和のテイストみたいなもの。
Well, at least they have lightsabers, unlike, Star Wars, modern day Star Wars. What are they even doing with modern day Star Wars? It's just about sitting around and drinking coffee, right?
Yeah, yeah.
We tried to have some retro vintage feeling. We couldn't skip the Astro Boy influence. People love Astro Boy.
どちらかといえば自分は最初象徴的な意味を。
What the hell?
Oh, yeah, furries.
Hey, we got to put something in for the furries,
Jeez, isn't that the Nestle Quick Bunny's sister?
It's the Nestle Quick Bunny just exploring herself.
And And you know Kathleen Kennedy saying, "Don't make her boobs too big." I know you Japanese people are a bunch of perverts.
いろんな姿をしてない主
Oh Lord.
人公にしたかった。
All right.
みたいな時代劇を作り
All
たい
right, that's badass. I like the
敵みたいな
I like the lightsaber as a katana.
Yeah, that's actually pretty cool.
遭遇するっていう
Well, I mean, it's just coming full circle, isn't it? Going back to
Yeah, it's coming back to the original kind of roots there, you know.
yeah.
お話ですね。本当に最後はスター・ウォーズあれば、まあ、本望だったなとは思います。
Okay. All
We
right.
feel so fortunate to be working with these filmmakers. There are so many opportunities to reflect Japanese storytelling in
You tell 'em, Jack Lee.
this universe.
Star Wars Visions is completely different than everything else in Star Wars storytelling.
Oh, shut up,
All
you
love
idiot.
it.
Shut up! Shut up!
Did we go too long?
No.
It's going to be completely different than any Star Wars you've ever seen before. There's going to be a Skywalker. There's going to be a rebellion against a government, and they're going to blow up a giant ship. Completely uncharted territories.
This Star Wars has everything. Disney hostess ho-hos, cashmere sweaters, a potted plant that looks like Julie Rubinsky.
You know, okay, I actually have an outtake from
Whoa,
this.
whoa. That was a diversity character now.
Diversity character. Is there a diversity? I missed the diversity character?
Oh, Danny Trejo's in it?
Actually,
yeah, there you go.
Dave's head on the side. Do we
Dave on the
forgive it 'cause
side. There you go. There it is. We knew we wouldn't have to wait too long.
Yeah, do we forgive because that's actually a Star Wars hairstyle from going back to the episode 1 or
Actually, yeah, it's got the Padawan
but
braid.
it's a guy, so
Okay, all right.
Maybe they can
You couldn't give him a better
stuff.
You couldn't give him a better name than Dan?
Daniel-san.
Well, I mean Luke.
Well, Luke is short for George Lucas. I mean, you know. Oh,
In
God.
2021, you'd expect a name like Aiden.
All right, so this is like almost here. They've been keeping this one a secret from us. They didn't have Star Wars Celebration this year, so they didn't.
All right. I actually have an outtake from that. Actually, I just found it. My interview. One of the directors was asked about this project, and this is what they had to say. Very insightful. So,
Is that your old custodian character, Rob?
Wait, did you say very insightful, or is his name Barry Insightful?
Yes, very insightful.
That is his name, but yes.
Yeah. No, that's not that wasn't Rufus. That wasn't Rufus. What probably got me drummed out of the funny stages, that character.
Jedi Dan.
Jedi Dan. Dan. Like it's an episode of Roseanne.
Like having a Jedi named Ralph.
Well, why not? At this point, they had a character that's a rock. Why not?
Oh God,
that's rough. Do you know about that, Dave?
No, I doubt you mean Dwayne Johnson.
No,
That'd
they had a character in the stupid High Republic books that they're doing that is co-pilot to a guy named Leox Gayassi or whatever. He flies a ship called the Vessel, and his co-pilot is named Geode, who is a rock, just a slab of granite.
Is it like a pet rock?
I'm looking for it.
And when it was announced, I broke down laughing. I couldn't control myself.
Does he interact with this rock? What is it doing?
I don't know. They say the rock moves when you're not looking. Great. So they're ripping off the Sweeping Angels from Doctor Who.
So it sounds like a prop from Paranormal Activity?
Probably.
I'm trying to find their official one. And I can't even find it. Did they
They were so embarrassed they had to take that. It's on the Star Wars. It's on the official Star Wars website.
Yeah, I'm looking. I'm trying to find which ones I've actually seen and which ones I haven't.
You can just pull up the artwork. Hold on, let me see if we pull up the artwork.
It's literally a rock.
This is, I mean, oh god.
That was on their Leo Gay Assy one, right?
Yeah, this is how far. This is the artwork here. Let's see. Open link, a new tab. Come on. This is from Reddit here. Come on, let me just pull up the. Here we go. Or if we could share that while I want Dave to see this, how idiotic Star Wars has become.
I can't share it if you don't link it.
Here, share the picture of it.
Well, I was gonna find the video too.
Well, I'll send it to him at some point.
Here you go.
But that's okay, right there. That's the character Geode. It's a rock. It's a rock. It's just a slab of it's a fucking rock. And that's the ship called the Vessel.
So it was probably like a diversity move to represent geologists.
It was from some what was she, like a Star Trek writer?
Noelle Gray or something is like that. She's a Star Trek writer, and she actually threw up the "Live Long and Prosper" sign when they got all the writers, the Star Wars writers. I'm like, obviously she can't tell the difference between the two franchises. That's right, Stig.
I'm still looking for the actual trailer. No, it's a real thing. He's a rock and he just sits there.
It's unbelievable. It's unreal. We used to get cool characters like Chewbacca. Oh wait, here it is. Hold on. Here it is. I found it.
You found the actual video. Because it's not.
Here. I found it. I just searched it and here.
Okay.
Yeah. Wait till you see this shit. Jake, have you seen this before?
The Rock? Yeah.
That's the one. Do we have audio?
Oh, I haven't seen any videos on this shit.
Now, when I first saw this, I broke down laughing. I couldn't believe it was so stupid.
StarWars.com. This is their official. Do you have audio?
Oh, sure. No, this is yours. It's you. Yeah,
can you hear it when I play it?
I thought I heard something when he first started.
Okay. Spelled Leox, G-A-S-I. G-Y-A-S-I.
It's tough to hear. It's like your speakers are picking up the audio from the video playing, but the audio itself isn't coming directly through.
Let me share screen through the share audio.
I don't know what could be bad.
Try it, Rob.
I don't know what could be bad about intergalactic Matthew McConaughey.
Captions on. We'll just do English on too. See if this is better.
Known simply as the Vessel, co-piloted by Appy Hollow and navigated by Geo, who appears to be a rock.
No shit.
But what is he?
It's a fucking rock.
Do you think when they need to hide his identity, they just put like a mustache on it?
Yeah. Yes.
They put the Groucho schnoz and glasses on him.
Hello, sir. Have you seen Geode around?
That's another bit too.
Stay there twice and do nothing for no.
Thank you, Jake, for continuing to make this funny.
Leox is a charming rogue from the frontier. When a group of Jedi seek transportation to the Outer Rim, Leox and his loyal crew are hired. But
so their Uber driver.
As debris from a horrific accident littered across hyperspace threatens.
Oh, God.
Do you know how big space is? Go around it.
80 feet, according to this narrative.
It's space. How big is space? It's really pretty fucking big, isn't it? Go around it.
So does the rock, is it mobile? Does that girl have to carry it around with her?
I don't know. I haven't read. I'm like, oh, listen, people. Oh, you gotta read it. I'm like, fuck no, I'm not gonna read it. It's about a fucking rock.
I imagine she puts it in one of those baby backpacks and just walks around with it.
Like a chihuahua.
Tear the vessel apart, but it'll take more than a galaxy-wide disaster to fray Leox's go with the
Oh, there he is!
He's back there. He's behind them.
He looks like the back of the cabin they're in.
I wonder if the others are uncomfortable that he's naked all the time.
He's just slinging his rock junk around everywhere.
Rock junk.
Piloting, Affy's efficient repairs, and Geode's quick response, the vessel safely exits.
Wait! Quick response?
What? How is he responding?
I don't know.
He's sitting there.
Like what? Just like he's, oh shit, stuff's happening. I'm aware of it.
Not just a response, but a quick one, because rocks that size move so quickly.
Yeah, Michael Miller, I'll have to contact you. I'll have to contact you about that later. Oh my god, I'm not that difficult to find.
I can't breathe.
This is still. It's been what? How many? It's been like what? 3 months, and this is still fucking hysterical.
It's like we're not angry. We're laughing at you. We're not mad. They forget. They're like, "Oh, you're just triggered because we." No. Well, we're laughing at you now.
I get not wanting to like sexualize female characters, but I think it's funny that the dude is showing more cleavage.
He's got like the 70s puka shells,
He's also gender fluid, isn't he?
or something like that. I don't know.
I mean, that's a straight up puberty beard.
Yeah, that was one of their big diversity selling points, is that he's gender fluid or something.
I want to see how they get out of this situation. It looks like they're stuck between a rock and a hard place.
That was the beard I had when I was 19 and I wasn't capable of growing facial hair.
Well, no, it just shows you that the people doing all this are still stuck in high school.
And they think this is good.
These two look like they're in high school. Like this is some weird extra credit project.
Is it me or is he cross-eyed?
Yeah, probably.
I think he's part jaguar.
Affy's efficient repairs and Geode's quick response, the vessel safely exits hyperspace, presumably in the middle of nowhere. With the transportation business flourishing, ferrying immigrants to the frontier, native pirates flock again.
They have to throw.
Why does it look like the Milky Way?
Is that a donut?
Like, why would their galaxy look like ours at all? That's so weird. They do realize that this isn't Star Trek, right? Probably not.
No.
She doesn't, does she? She did the Live Long and Prosper. These are people who don't know the difference between Star Wars and Star Trek.
Who wrote this again? What was her name?
I don't know.
Claudia Gray. Claudia Gray. That was her name.
Oh. Actually, I don't think the authors just know the difference between Star Wars and Star Search.
No, they don't.
Oh God.
We're supposed to be watching He-Man.
Yeah, this was way more interesting than He-Man's. Unless He-Man's new sidekick is a 10-foot pillow.
No.
Okay.
That's all I know about Geode.
Claudia Gray was the writer who had Leia beat up Han and had Han steal Luke's medal and sell it for booze. Oh God, she's got issues.
Leia beat up Han? Oh God.
If you don't like our politics, don't buy our books. Done.
Why aren't people who don't like politics buying our books?
You told me not to. All right. I think that's 90 minutes actually. We're running a good length here, Fraser.
Yay.
Yeah.
Do we have any stingers or outros or?
Well, let's play the Pope Bob Iger campaign ad. Just because, why the fuck not? Okay.
We do have a major Americana holiday coming up, and it's never too soon to start running for the next election season. Right?
I don't think. Yeah. So yeah. And the way Bob Iger's book was written, it makes him sound like he's a saint or pope. So this is his campaign ad because he has aspirations of being president. So we got a hold of his campaign ad early. So hopefully you'll watch.
In these difficult times, America needs a leader they can count on. And that leader is Pope Bob Iger. A Pope Bob Iger presidency means lower taxes, better schools, and Disney Plus for all Americans. He's already in the Vatican. Now, put him in the White House. Hello, I am Pope Bob Iger. Not only do I want to be Pope, but I want to be your president. Vote for me, or the Twitterati will cancel you and everyone you know. When you cast your vote, vote for the one man who will make America the happiest place on earth. Pope Bob Iger. I have Baby Yoda's vote. What about yours? I am Pope Bob Iger, and I am approving of this message.
I don't know about you, but
Our next president.
I'm moving to Canada.
I think that'll be worse.
Yeah, Geode is running up there.
Oh fuck! There's thunderstorms are rolling through the area, so we got to end this.
No.
All right, everybody. Dave, tell them where they can find you.
I don't want them to find me. Commit comedy around New England. I don't know where your listeners are located, but Shroud of Silence on Instagram. Sometimes I hang out at Rite Aid.
Jake?
Same as usual. I'm on the Facebooks. I'm at Rite Aid with Dave. Stand-up comedy. Dave's actually going to be on a show I'm booking July 17th. So,
and who's going to be on that show?
Oh yeah, and that's right. The George Washing Machine himself.
You better bring him up as that.
Yeah. On July 17th, I'll be at the Hilton Hotel, standing in the lobby, selling copies of my album. So why don't you come on down and make you smile? Oh, yeah, Bill Cosby's a free man now.
No, we didn't want Cosby free. We wanted you to bring back Pudding Pops universe. I guess I gotta make him myself.
Yeah, I love pudding. Everybody, Mecca's got a new video on her channel that is dropping as right this minute. Right now.
I'll make it live now. What the hell? Why not?
What is a Rite Aid?
Sorry, I forgot that was regional. It's a pharmacy, a drugstore chain.
It's the opposite of the Left Aid.
I never thought I was going to have to ever answer that question. Yes, go check out Mecca's channel. She's got a new video dropping. And you can find me like here, there, a little bit everywhere. Okay. Like I said, there's
stand up show and throw a tomato at him for me.
That thunder is getting louder. So we got to wrap this up.
Stand up, Mecca, but make it a grape tomato.
Funny Bone, West Hartford, July 17th. Come on down. We'll make you smile. Everybody.
Not Funny Bone. Not Funny Bone.
What is it? The Elbow Room. The Elbow Room.
Elbow Room, yeah.
Don't promote the competition.
All right. Okay. Like I said, either that's thunder or people shooting off fireworks. If the sun's not
like fireworks.
You live in New Haven. It could be people just shooting in general.
Are we changing the date, or the time, or the days?
I'm sorry to outward you. I didn't even think about that.
All right, everyone.
Changing to what?
Were we changing to Sundays?
No, I don't know if we're changing to Sundays just yet. I don't know.
Well, not tomorrow because tomorrow's 4th of July. But if we do, we'll let you know sometime in the week.
Yeah, because Sundays, this might actually be a good idea to do this on Sundays. What do you think, guys?
If somebody else doesn't want it, sure, we'll take it.
Yeah, that might be a little easier, actually.
Yeah.
All right. All right, everyone. This has been the Saturday edition. Say bye-bye.
Good night, everyone.
Love you too.
Bye-bye.
Hey! I am going to require a substantial cash settlement, somewhere in the amount of whatever one of those ionic breeze machines costs.